hot or it's too cold. So it's either too hot or too cold. It's like never at the time. She always just drive everywhere. It's always it's too hot, it's too cold. I don't want to get sweaty or I'm gonna get cold. But now it's like she learned to not have excuses. Anywhere she needs to go, she has to bike, and she's learned to adapt to it.
Another thing was every time when it rained, I would not bike to work. I would drive my car. But ever since we got rid of our vehicle, I don't have a choice. I still have to bike in the rain. So I would bring my hat, my rain jacket, and I would still bike to work in the rain. Believe me, I've been poured on several times. So I've just changed my mentality a lot and just really bike everywhere pretty much as if I don't have a vehicle. If I need to do errands downtown Chicago, I would usually just take the Howard Red Line train station and go south, you know, and just do a map quest to know where I would have to walk to and so on. And because downtown could be really confusing.
Yeah,
And
I think it's an addiction. When you get used to the car, you don't want to let go. I think what actually happened was she had a car that she really liked, Toyota Camry. And she ended up getting in an accident with it, and then it got totaled. So, you know, it ended up getting her to kind of let go of it too as well. I think that was a factor as well, probably.
so that's pretty much it. So it's pretty much like a mental change. It's like mentally, I was just too addicted to my vehicle, you know. So once we got rid of the vehicle, I felt that I could never adjust to it because I always wanted some backup. But it turned out that I'm fine without it. Life is more stress-free. When we're really far away from home, I always feel like, oh, we don't have a vehicle anymore. We don't have to worry about it being vandalized or getting a parking ticket or being broken into or damaged or vandalized. We don't have to worry about that because we don't have a vehicle anymore. Oh, we don't have to pay for insurance every 6 months. We don't have a vehicle.
Yeah, like
yeah, so that's great.
The battery kept dying, and the gas, you know, paying for the gas, and sometimes she gets speeding tickets and stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes the car will get parking tickets, and it's just ended up becoming all this unnecessary expenses. And it took a while, like I said, it took a few years for her to get used to not owning a motor vehicle, but I got her to see what I see now. You know, it's a lot more simple life, and it's a lot less stress-free. It's more stress-free for the both of us.
Yeah.
So.
And that's pretty much it.
If she could do it, then
if I can do it, guys, if I can get rid of my vehicle with 4 kids, giving birth to 4 kids with no epidural, no painkiller. Luckily, I didn't have any stitches for any of them, but if I could go 4 years in a row of pregnancy, by the time the 4th baby was born, the oldest one had turned 3 years and 1 month. So I had 4 kids in a total of 3 years and 1 month. And if I could still bike and everything, I still worked out on my elliptical machine up until the day I gave birth. So throughout my pregnancy, I worked out every single week.
She was biking when she was like 9 months pregnant.
Yep, when I was 9 months pregnant, I was still doing bike riding, you guys. Yes. And every time each kid was born, within 30 minutes after they're born, I would still get up and walk around like nothing even happened, because I was not on any drugs, any epidural medication where it numbs your whole body from your waist down, your stomach and down, whatever. Within 30 minutes, they'll let me get up and walk around, and I'm fine. I would go to the restroom on my own without much help at all and stuff. So things were great. Like working out, the bike ride is already a great workout, your cardio. You know, just keep your muscles moving. I heard that as you age, your muscles will turn into stones. Like your body just tightens up, it hardens up. But if you keep doing that biking motion or that power walking motion, you do some weightlifting, you're going to really condition your muscles to be very flexible and very, very, very strong. You know, because as you age, your body's going to stiffen up and ache, you know. And so I guess building your body up, and for women are more weak in terms of like child labor, you know, going through all the stress of their monthly menstruation. Women go through so much nightmare. So keeping your body in good shape and working out a lot and eating healthy, I bet you by the time you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s and up, your body will still be like in your 20s, pretty much. So
yeah, I mean, it's just a lot All the people that I know throughout my life, very few people bike ride a lot. They bike ride before, they turn 16, before they got their license, and they ever since they get the license, ever since they start driving, they never stop. And I'm one of the few where I bike everywhere, and I gave up the motor vehicle, and few people, a lot of people would probably see me as an extremist, and they'll be like, oh, it's just Freddie, and he's crazy, only he could do that. But if okay, that's okay. People say that about me, but now you could look at somebody else who's a female. Look at Jenny, and look at what she's doing. That shows that it's like I'm not the only one that could do it. I mean, you got a female here that's biking 40 miles with the trailer with 2 kids. That's a lot. We bike a lot, like 10 to 40 miles. We bike several times a week sometimes, and we just do it for fun. It's not like we do it, oh, we hate this and we're forced to do it because we're not forced to do it. We do it because we like it, and it's just like, it doesn't cost any money. Most people, they have to go to the movies to pay to watch a movie, to have fun, or go to Great America, or they go to the mall to buy stuff. But for us, we just go biking. It doesn't cost us any money. We get a great exercise. We get to enjoy the weather. You get to be close to nature. We ride by the lake. We get close to nature by the lake. We ride by the forest preserve, close to nature by the trees. It's like to me, it's like a meditation, a way, because we're home a lot with the kids. We're always home with the kids, and biking is a way for us to get out the home and get some fresh air and be closer to nature. And it's become like a meditation, and Jenny has learned the beauty of it. But if you go in a car, you're not close to nature anymore. You're closed off from nature. You're just in a metal box, and still, it's instead of being trapped in the home, now you're trapped in a box. And I think it's even worse than being trapped at home. I think that we need to go outside to take a walk, or to run, or to bike. I think it's very important for everybody. And we live in a mechanical society. We have to learn to reconnect with nature and just move. Biking is moving, walking is moving, and running is moving. And we all have to learn to get back out there and exercise and just be closer to nature, rather than being in a car, or being at the gym, or going on an elliptical or a treadmill instead of walking or running.
And also, if you're concerned about food-wise, like, oh, if we go biking or something, what about food? Well, you could also plan out your routes where you can, if you have kids, one could stay behind and watch the kids, and while the other one rides the bike off to go get some food and bring it in. So you can enjoy lunch at the park too, so that's fun. If you don't want to spend money on going out to eat, then just bring some snacks. Bring something that doesn't need much refrigeration, like fruits or peanut butter jelly sandwich, or some crackers, or some cereal for the kids. They love that. Just plan out your meals and food items you can bring, and locations where you can drop by to get something to eat. So you won't be starving. So biking actually,
Also, one thing that made a big difference is that I bought Jenny like a bike that's more fit for her, and it has a more comfortable seat, and then she started to enjoy biking a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Before, I had her ride a bike that didn't fit her well, and the seat hurt her, and the handlebars were too low, and her wrist started hurting. She didn't enjoy riding a bicycle.
It was all the wrong measurements. The bike that he gave me was made for a man. I was always hunched down too low because the length was too long, and so I was hunched down too low, and the seats were made for a man. It was too hard, so my butt was bruised for about 2-3 weeks, so I didn't like biking at all. So one time he had ordered a specialized bike for himself. It was too small for him, but when I rode it, oh my goodness, it was the best bike on earth. After so many years of riding his horrible bike that was made for a man, when I rode a bike that was smaller frame, he gave it to me instead and got himself a different bike. And then after that, he gave me that really high quality bike that he got, and he got another better bike, that's more fitted for him, So he upgraded, and he just gave me his old bikes, but hey, they work great, so I'm happy. So right now I got a nice black Cannondale bike.
Yeah, Cannondale.
I have a black Cannondale bike, and it's perfect fit for me. I love it. And he